Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy Leezy, or y'all can call me Eli, or whatever y'all feel comfortable with. And today I got a real interesting video for y'all today. I got something real good for y'all. And I'm gonna be telling y'all how I lost my virginity in freshman year of high school. At 14, I was a little youngin' at the time. I mean, I'm only 20, almost 21, but you know, this was quite a phase for me. I wouldn't say I peaked in high school, but you know, because the thing is, it was about 2019 when this happened. So my freshman year started August 2019, and about the next month, that's when, you know, I had lost my V card, which was September. I still remember, you know, crazy moment, you know. So, you know, me and this girl, basically, we were like kind of what you can consider friends with benefits. So we were never really dating, but in a sense, we kind of were. Like, we just like kind of, you know, slept with each other. And, you know, we were basically fuck buddies. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit, but this was freshman year for me, 2019. And it's crazy to say that I was only 14 at the time, you know, experiencing shit like this. But, you know, that's what life is. You live and you learn. You got experiences. That's what life is. It's full of experiences. But anyway, let's get straight into it. And so I think the first thing I want to explain is how I met her, because I actually met this girl through one of my really good friends named EJ. That's what we'll refer to him as, EJ. And so EJ, he was also friends with my boy Castro. And EJ and Castro, they both went to the same high school, which was not the same high school as me. So they went to a high school called Ben Holt, and so did the girl that I lost my V card to. Them three, they all went to the same high school, and I went to a different one. So they went to a high school called Ben Holt, and I went to Langston Hughes. And pretty much these two high schools are in the same district, meaning that like it's kind of run by the same company, and the company's called Aspire, and it's kind of like a college prep type of school, you know what I mean? And so I went to Langston Hughes, and you know, them three, they went to the other high school in the same district pretty much. So they're both like college prep schools, but I don't really want to use her real name, but I think we will. So her name is Alina, and absolutely beautiful girl. She's Middle Eastern. She's Fijian. I think that's how you say it, Fijian. Yeah. And that's like a type of like Middle Eastern, and absolutely beautiful. She had the body, everything, bro. Too much ass for me to handle. Simple as that. She was fucking thick as fuck, but not the type of thick that's like she's fat, slim thick, bro. Like she had the body and everything. But let's not go too much into detail, because I don't want to get this video age restricted, even though I think it will anyway, because these type of topics are like not suited for kids, not suited for work type shit, you know what I mean? But anyway, so long story short, I had met Alina through my two boys. Well, I just kind of knew of her, and pretty much I had her on Snapchat kind of by accident. I don't know how I got her on Snapchat, but I just did. And you know, it's kind of interesting, but pretty much one day I just decided to swipe up on her story, and you know, she was looking pretty good, and I said some crazy shit though. Like, I was only 14 at the time, so you know, fuck do you expect? But so she had posted a story with like some type of mirror pic, but she was looking good though, so I had swiped up. But I low-key said some disrespectful shit from what I remember, because I have a pretty sharp memory. But I said some shit like, why are you breaking your back? Like, dead ass. I'm pretty sure that's like the first thing I ever said to her, like through text message. Because I mean, typically when you meet a girl, honestly, it's like, to me, the best way, the most authentic way is if you meet her in public, you know what I mean? And you know, you see that shawty in public, you're gonna go tap in with her, like ask for her number, her Instagram, whatever. To me, that's like the most authentic way. Or if you meet someone at a party, that, in my opinion, is just the best way. But this girl, I had met her through social media, but like I kind of already knew of her, but I just happened to have her on Snapchat for some reason. And like I said, she posted and swiped up, said some crazy ass shit. But she liked it though. She was fucking with it. But I mean, shit, what do you expect? This is high school, you know what I mean? So I don't really condone none of this shit, to be honest, because, you know, I just don't condone shit like that, honestly, being disrespectful to a woman. But I had swiped up on her story and I'm like, why are you breaking your back? Because she posted a mirror pic, and honestly, she looked good, bro. She was looking good. So I had said that, and I'm honestly, I don't remember exactly what she said back, but she had like said some shit like, I'm not breaking my back, whatever. So we were sitting there like texting back and forth and whatnot. And then I had got her Instagram, or I think she like asked for my Instagram, to be honest, because, you know, I don't remember why. This was 2019, it's 2026 now. It's been like half a decade. But so long story short, she gets my Instagram and she's like, that's you. Like, she had seen my post and she was pretty surprised, you know what I mean? She was fucking with my looks. So, you know, she added me back on Insta, and like I said, this girl is absolutely beautiful, and still to this day I miss her, but you know, sometimes you gotta move on. But honestly, like I was saying, we were just dead ass like friends with benefits. Like, I would kind of wish I had more respect for her nowadays, that I'm a bit more mature, even though I'm only 20. You know, I have learned a lot, honestly, and the one thing I do regret is not being mature and just being friends with her, or like just the relationship we had. And it's like, you know, you kind of sometimes you take advantage of things and people, and then when that person or that thing is gone, that's kind of when you miss it the most, and you think back and it's like the nostalgia. You're like, damn, why didn't I, like, you know, respect this person more, or, you know, why didn't I appreciate this like as much as I should have? But you know, sometimes that's just the harsh reality. But anyway, so I had got her on Instagram, right? And you know, she was fucking with me. We were texting back and forth for like, I would say about a few weeks, to like something like that, like a few weeks. And eventually we decided to link and just hang out. And she lived in a nice ass house, and pretty much so my stepmom, we're gonna refer to her as Lucky. So before we go any farther, to be honest, this whole story, I can kind of sum it up in like 5 minutes, but I kind of want to like make it more interesting, in a sense that like I don't want to make it short but not too long. So anyway, with that out the way, so my stepmom Lucky, she had, you know, offered to give me a ride to her house. So this is after like 2 weeks of texting with her. You know, Shawty was fucking with me and I was fucking with her. To be honest, she, like I said, she was like the one. She's like a 10 out of 10, you know what I mean? She was like the type of girl that like everybody wanted in high school, but nobody can get her because, you know, no one had that confidence yet. But me, I don't know why, something snapped in my fucking head when I was in freshman year. Like, I just had the craziest fucking confidence in high school. I don't know where that came from. Still do, except I'm more respectful and more level-headed. But anyway, so my stepmom Lucky, that's what we'll refer to her as, she had gave me a ride to her house, and you know, she didn't live that far away from me. So long story short, like, she takes me to her house, whatnot, you feel me? But beforehand, I was getting ready and all that, make sure I look good, you feel me? Put my cologne on and shit. Simple as that. And then so Lucky had took me to her house, and like I said, she lived in a nice ass house, and she her mom wasn't home that day. And basically I pull up to her house and I get dropped off, and then my stepmom Lucky, there was actually, what's crazy, there was a party that she was going to, my stepmom, there was a party, and it was like 5 minutes away, if not less. So the chick's house that I'm at right now, I just got dropped off. There's a party that she's going to that's like 5 minutes away. So it's a win-win. So she basically told me to call her or text her when to come pick me up when I was finished, you feel me? And so I got dropped off and I pull up to the door, and then you feel me, she answers the door, whatever, like, you know, I tell her I'm here, and then open the door. She opens the door for me, and then damn, bro, just instantly, like, she is bad as fuck. She a little shawty, bro, you feel me? She thick as hell, bro, slim waist, pretty face type shit, you know what I mean? That's what I fuck with, bro. But with no lust, because you know, to me, what matters the most is the personality. And that's exactly why this never worked out for us, because we was only friends with benefits. You know what I mean? We kind of like, in a sense, fuck with each other for our looks. But anyway, so she opens the door. I give her a hug and stuff. And, you know, it's kind of cloudy in my head what kind of happened from there. But I just remember like making small talk with her, you know, whatever. You feel me? I give her a hug, and then we go up to her room because she had like a big ass house, honestly. No parents home. So we go to her room, and then I remember I had brought my cart on me. So this is when I used to like smoke hella carts at the time. So I had like my little vape on me, whatever, and we were kind of, you know, getting high and shit, just smacking that. And I just remember being laid up with her at one point. So we kind of like, we get on the bed on some Netflix and chill type shit. We put on a movie, and this is kind of embarrassing to say, but the movie that we decided to watch was Cloudy of the Chance of Meatballs. And honestly, that is like fucking embarrassing to say, but that's like literally the movie that I lost my virginity. You all playing in the background. Like, we over here watching fucking Cloudy the Chance of Meatballs, and I'm over here fucking railing this badass 10 out of 10, bro. Excuse my language, but that's just hilarious. But anyway, so you feel me? Like, we on the bed, we cuddling and shit. We put on a movie, Cloudy the Chance of Meatballs, whatever. Who gives a fuck? That's not what we here to do. So, you know, we just laying there, you feel me, on the bed, we cuddling and shit. I have her like, she's like laying on my chest and shit, you know what I mean? We chilling. And I would say for about like 30 minutes, it only lasted so long, the cuddling phase, because right after 30 minutes, I just kind of remember she's the one that like initiated like that she was trying to fuck, like basically, because I was only 14 years old. I was fucking scared as fuck, honestly. Even though like I had crazy ass confidence, like this was still a new experience, like to be intimate with a chick like that. You know what I mean? When like, you know, she down, but you so young, and it's like, goddamn, like how the fuck do I go about this? Because you never experienced something like this before. And then so we're laid up, whatnot, and then she's kind of laying on my chest. She has kind of like her head on my chest, and we're like cuddling, and she kind of like gets up, or not gets up, but she like, in a sense, just looks at me dead ass in my eyes. So I'm laying down, right? She's kind of laying on me, and then she's just like looking at me dead ass in my eyes, and she's like, "What you trying to do?" That's dead ass what she said. She's like, "What you trying to do?" I didn't know what to say, and like from there, it's like, I don't remember how I replied to that, but essentially we started kissing, you know, because she's like, "What you trying to do?" And then I just kind of like, I don't remember what I said, to be honest. It was too long ago, but I just remember like kind of, you know, leaning in for a kiss. Like slowly we're just sitting there kind of chatting, and then we just started kissing, and then, you know, shit kind of escalated from there. I don't want to go too much into detail, but you know, we're kissing and all that, we chilling, and then pretty much after that, I would say about like 8-10 minutes into that. 10 minutes is pushing it. I would say like 5-8 minutes, then, you know, we getting serious. So pretty much like she's on top of me and shit, whatever. We like making out and shit, whatever. And then, fuck, I don't even remember like how we initiated this shit, but she's just like, you know, let's fuck, you know. She didn't say it like that, but we started doing the nasty. But how it went down is we sitting here, whatever, watching her fucking Cloudy the Chance of Meatballs type shit. We not even watching that shit. We focus on each other. And then pretty much she takes her clothes off. And I'm like, oh. But yeah, she takes her clothes off. So I do too, you feel me? I take my shirt off, you feel me? Everything's off. And then, so, like I said, I don't want to go too much into detail because I don't want to make shit weird. But start hitting it from the back. So she's on the side of the bed and type shit, and I'm just, you know, hitting it from the back. And this was my first fucking time. I didn't even use a fucking condom. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, my little dumbass, I was 14 years old. I just fucking went in that shit because, like, you feel me? We was already kissing and shit. So, like, my shit was fucking harder than a fucking hammer. So, you feel me? I started, like, you know, going in. You know what I mean? Like, she's on the side of the bed. I'm hitting that shit from the back. She's moaning and shit, whatever. And pretty much, I would say about like 5 to 10 minutes later, she wanted to switch positions. So we get onto the bed, and then she, you know, basically, I don't know what the position is, but it's like some doggy style shit. You know what I mean? So I'm hitting on the bed now. You know what I mean? Just doing my thing. You feel me? And it's crazy because it's almost like a natural instinct. I just kind of like, I got that dog in me. We all do. It's like, you know what to do. Like, I was only 14, but I still know how to work that thing. And honestly, she had like hella ass too, type shit. But not the type of ass where it's like the shape is off. It's like the shape is like perfect. It's like that slim, thick, like perfect body type shit. I don't know what kind of genetics she had, but she had some like fucking D1 genetics type shit. But she was still a little shoddy though. She's like the same height as me because I'm not that tall, to be honest. But anyway, so we switched positions, whatnot, shit like that. You feel me? I started fingering her and shit. And it's even crazy to say that, like, this is like a different type of video, to be honest. Like, I don't even feel comfortable with like completely going into detail, but you know, sometimes these type of videos are like dope as fuck, honestly, just to, you know, y'all can learn a little bit about me and shit like that, and it's kind of entertaining too. But anyway, so we on the bed now doing our thing. I'm hitting that shit from the back like a dog, whatever. We still watching Cloudy the Chance of Meatballs. That shit's still on in the background, but I'm not even watching it. She not watching it either. Anyway, so we doing that for like another, I would say, like, you feel me, like 5 minutes, whatever. And then she goes back to the side of the bed, in a sense, like, we get off the bed because that shit was making too much motherfucking noise, bro. So that's the one thing. If you know that, like, sometimes when you fucking on the bed, when you going down, the bed be like hitting the wall hella hard and shit, like from the strokes, like pop, pop, pop. So we go back to like, basically she's on the side of the bed and I'm hitting that shit from the back and just doing my thing. And honestly, that was quite an experience and one of the best ones of my life, just simply because of how young I was. So you feel me? Started fingering her and shit, but it's kind of interesting because I kind of wanted to go down on her, in a sense. I kind of wanted to, like, you feel me, eat her out, but I just didn't really feel comfortable with that at the time. I don't know why, but that shit's cool though, because I had, like, you know, I'll say this for another video, but basically, like, after prom night, I had like ate her out for the first time. But this is 2019 freshman year when we first started like fucking with each other. And then I would say about 2023, this is when shit got like real serious in terms of like, we was really experimenting and shit like that. Like, I had ate her out and shit. But anyway, different story for a different day. But long story short, you know, I don't think I even busted. I'm gonna keep it 100. That's crazy to say, but like, I was just like, you feel me? It's not that it didn't feel good, but it's just that I would say mainly like nervousness, like just being like kind of, I would say a little bit of anxiety, you feel me? And that's kind of how it is when shit's too quick though. So if you kind of like locked in with a girl, like she's like your girl, and you know, y'all have been dating for like a month or two, whatnot, and then you decide to like have sex, then shit's different. But with this chick, it was super quick. Like, I had met her, and then like a few weeks later we linked, and then we already fucking. So I would say now that I'm kind of like a little more mature now, this is never the way to go about shit, honestly. You want to definitely wait and like have some respect for yourself. But yeah, pretty much, you feel me, hitting that shit from the back on the side of the bed after getting off the bed because that shit was making way too much fucking noise. We on the side now, you know, fingering that shit, you feel me, doing my thing. And honestly, that shit was fucking amazing. But then I remembered that we just had like stopped I don't know why, but I think we just were done. You know what I mean? It was like the first time type shit. So we just kind of called it quits. It was a good first, like, it was a good way to lose my virginity, honestly. But I just remember I had my cart on me and I was just fucking ripping my cart type shit. And then I don't remember if we watched another movie or not, but we was just laying up. We were just laid up again. You feel me? She all up on me and shit. But yeah, I would say like after we finished up, like maybe like another like 30 minutes had went by. I don't remember if we watched another movie or not. I'm pretty sure we did. We probably like threw another movie on or whatnot, but it's been so long that I don't really recall. But I think I was at her house for a total of like 2 hours. Nah, it had to be longer, like about 3. But so my stepmom had hit me up. I had like peeped that she texted me and she asked if I was ready. And you know, we pretty much finished up whatnot. You feel me? Made love and shit. Type shit for the first time. Being young as fuck. Doing what humans naturally do, you feel me? So my stepmom had hit me up and asked if I was ready to go and whatever, and I'm pretty sure I replied saying yeah, because I remember her picking me up and we went back to the party that she was at, and fuck, bro, there's just this feeling that you have like after that you lose your virginity. It's like an inexplainable feeling, especially like at this moment. It has to be the right moment, and this kind of like in a sense was, even though it was quick with the girl I was with, it was quick, but it still felt right. You know what I mean? Like it was time. But there's kind of like this feeling that you get, and it's just fucking insane. It's like that confidence boost, bro. That shit like sends you to the fucking moon. But I just remember leaving her house and feeling like the fucking man. But so I went up to this party with my stepmom, and there wasn't too much going on. They just like had food and shit. It was like a family party. But after that, you know, went back to my house, whatnot. And I just remember listening to this one song on repeat called Marvelous Day. And that's by Lil Uzi, Gunna, Cap G. But y'all gotta listen to that one. But it's called Marvelous Day. And I just remember listening to that shit on repeat, bro. And just like fucking being on cloud nine, just, you know. Shit, I was just fucking excited, man. I was hella hyped. Like, damn, like I actually did that. Like, it was smooth as fuck too. Like, yeah, I was nervous, but I did my thing. Like, I wasn't folding under no pressure. Like, that's not who I am. I don't fold under pressure. It's no panic zone type shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm never folding under pressure, but I still did that. So that's why it played out the way it did. Like, you can't fold under pressure. You got to make that move. It's like what they say, like, you miss 100% of shots that you don't take, and I took that shot and it led to a good outcome. So, you know, that's all I got for y'all today. But this was a different type of video, and I hope y'all enjoyed. And let me know in the comment sections if y'all got any like questions or whatever shit like that, if y'all want to just comment on this crazy ass experience. But have a good day, y'all.